Well, hello everyone, and a very warm welcome to the Ferrari Esports series official launch. My name is Nikki Shields. I'm a motorsport presenter and was actually the official presenter of the series last year, so I'm very excited to be back. And after that incredible 2020 debut of this really important new esports championship, it was an adventure that saw over 20,000 players all around the world come together to compete across a series of qualification races and a tightly fought championship, and of course that grand final. Well, we are back once again, bigger, better and more exciting than ever. Now, you may have seen that last week Ferrari kicked off the 2021 season with an all-stars racing night. It was spectacular, an inaugural standalone event presented by none other than Charles Leclerc and featured many stars like Valentino Rossi, Thibaut Courtois, and on track we saw lots of action with lots of celebrities as well. It was very exciting. There were also Ferrari drivers from the world of real and virtual motorsports. We had a few popular racing influencers and journalists too, and they were all fully determined, shall we say, to show their skills on the beautiful Mugello circuit in Italy. It was a fabulous way to introduce the new year of racing, with all the action taking place on both the Ferrari Esports and Charles Leclerc Twitch channels. Plus, there was a dedicated live broadcast on Sky Sports F1 in Italy, which was enjoyed by thousands of fans worldwide. Hopefully you were one of them. Today, however, it is my absolute pleasure to introduce you a fresh and exciting new programme of events for the 2021 Ferrari Esports Series racing season. Now, there have been lots of new exciting features that have been added to this year's series, and we're really looking forward to announcing them. But before we go ahead with all the news and details of the second edition of the Ferrari Esports Series, I think it's time that we take a step back and look to some of the best moments of that 2020 championship.
Buongiorno, I'm Charles Leclerc. I am a Ferrari driver and I'm here to tell you about the Ferrari's latest endeavour. Today, Ferrari makes the commitment by starting the first Ferrari Esports Series.
Hello everyone, and a very good evening to you. Welcome to the first official qualifying race of the Ferrari Esports Series. This is so incredibly exciting. This is Ferrari's first official Esports Series.
Down into the Rettifilo chicane for inside of Sorello, showing Ferrari currently takes the race lead deal, but up ahead Jarno Co and see Josh on screen now, and we spoke about how he's getting
Two more races after this in the series.
Well, look at that now. Dominic Blagier in the fourth place.
Any points on the board, and now he's doing an absolute
Pushing through the air. It's creating a bubble, a pocket that you can coming into the final corner late on the day because the red cars are third and fourth. Tanitza, Michael Tanitza holding on to that. We're looking at Gianfranco Giglio, our race leader, is racing. Somebody we spoke to earlier, he's on the cusp. Volvo behind as well, so Pavlovsky under pressure. Nice and tight into the La Source hairpin. Had to in the world, but it's also an incredible, but inverted the other way around, and Tiskovic. Just about holds onto that position. The rivals, because they naturally don't gravitate towards it. That making positions on the driver. 0.6 of a second from Arnaud Leclerc.
Tom is closing in on DeSalvo, but I think we're now on board.
Balances the car on the throttle, a little bit of opposite lock, shakes his head, a wry smile on his face. Gianni DeSalvo crosses the line to win the final round and the championship of the Ferrari Esports Series in 2020.
Wow, I mean, I've got goosebumps thinking about those incredible moments. I mean, they were so iconic and culminated in such an intense final where, of course, our new champion was crowned at the very final race of the year. Speaking of that championship victory, our first guest of today is Giovanni De Salvo, winner of the Ferrari Esports Series 2020, and he's connecting directly from the Enzo Ferrari Museum of Modena, which is rather exciting. Giovanni, great to have you back on the show. Firstly, congratulations once again on such a brilliant season last year. You provided us with lots of entertainment, that's for sure. You are the Ferrari Esports Series champion. Does it still feel good to hear that after all this time?
Hi Nikki, thank you. Absolutely. Hearing this after all this time is still an incredible feeling to know that I gave everything during the series against some really fast competitors. Makes me realize even more what I did, and it is a very special feeling. I always had the dream to reach the top level competition in motorsport, and thanks to Ferrari and the opportunity they gave me, being able to call myself Ferrari Esports Series champions is just out of this world. I'll never get tired of hearing it out loud.
Well, that is brilliant to hear. And, I've got to ask, because you've undertaken an incredible journey. You've shown some real talent on track on the last season. Do you think that now your teammate of world champion drivers like David Tonizza and Brendan Lee, that you can push forward even more with your development as a Ferrari driver?
Having two teammates like David and Brandon is firstly a great honor for me, but it also means that I have the opportunity to learn a lot from their talent and experience. I hope also to transfer my experience to the team in order to level up altogether. I have a lot of confidence in my own abilities, however, it would be naive of me to think that drivers of the level of David and Brandon cannot bring new and frankly exciting opportunities to learn. I'm sure that our combined talents and our hunger for more success will help us grow and learn together this season, and of course present a formidable driving strength for Ferrari in our many sport adventures during 2021.
Now, as the reigning champion, I'm sure you're going to be watching the new season with great interest to find out who the competition is. But have you got any words of advice for our new cohorts of drivers this year?
It feels unbelievable to me that my part in the Ferrari Esports Series is over already. It feels like just yesterday that I was lining up on the grid alongside my fellow drivers and finding them out for the championship. Of course, each driver has his own way of dealing with the pressure of competition. However, I would say that in a championship at this level, the key to success is retaining a cool head, staying focused and on each race and each session as it comes. And of course, don't stop believing in yourself, and most of all, work hard. Talent is nothing without it.
Giovanni, I've got one final question for you. Could you sum up in a single sentence what the last few months since winning the Ferrari Esports Series has meant to you?
Pure emotion. No other words needed.
Well, thank you so much for joining us, Giovanni, and good luck for your new adventure with the Ferrari Driver Academy Esports team. I'm sure you're going to absolutely love it.
Thank you, Nikki. It's been a pleasure to be here, and bye, everyone.
Now, I'm really delighted to introduce our next guest, so please welcome Jane Reeve, Ferrari Chief Communication Officer.
Hi, Nikki. Hi, everyone.
Good to see you, Jane. And joining Jane, we have Nicola Boari, the Ferrari Chief Brand Diversification Officer.
Ciao, Nikki, and hello, everybody. It's great to be with you today.
Hi, Nicola, and thank you to both of you for joining us to discuss the past, present and future of Ferrari in virtual racing. Jane, if I may, let's start by taking a step back and talking about last season.
Yes, last year was really exciting. We had an enormous number of people participating, almost 20,000 registered. And of course, we also had the Ferrari 488 Challenge Evo, which really showed its paces during all the qualifying races and building up to the last thrilling race, which was great fun. So we're looking for more of the same action this year.
More action indeed. Now, the 2020 Ferrari Esports Series was a very competitive championship, with a winner crowned at the very last race. Nicola, a question for you. Do you think Ferrari Driver Academy found the talent that it was looking for?
Giovanni De Salvo won the first Ferrari Esports Series championship with an incredible performance during the finals, earning him the privilege of representing the prestigious Ferrari Driver Academy. Now it's his time to demonstrate all the qualities that emerged during the Ferrari Esports Series, especially in international competition as a standard bearer of the Ferrari brand. A goal that is not easy to achieve, considering how competitive the virtual world is right now. However, the Ferrari Driver Academy will support Giovanni for all the challenges that this young talent will be called to face.
Thanks, Nicola. Jane, a question for you then, because last year's programme was really exciting with a thrilling final. What do you think we can expect for the 2021 series?
Yes, everything worked really well last year, but of course now we've got the bug, we want to be even more ambitious this year. So the offer to the virtual drivers has been expanded and will be eliminating previous categories in favour of a single and more accessible championship. And we've done this to make it more inclusive, offering more participation slots for those who want to try to fulfil their dream of being part of Ferrari, and so more people we hope will participate. The new season will be open to European residents over the age of 18, much like in 2020, and again like the last championships, we've got some exciting announcements to make. We're once again using the Assetto Corsa racing simulation platform by Kunos Simulazione, and we're really pleased that we confirmed to all of the drivers who will be registering for the Ferrari Esports Series 2021 will gain access to 2 exclusive Ferrari cars. The qualification phases are from April to July and will involve both the 2 new models plus the 2 extra in-game models, which we'll be using to identify the best virtual drivers. The champion itself runs from August to November. And we're really excited for all the Ferrari fan community, and we hope lots of people will be taking part.
You're teasing us there, Jane. Looking forward to hearing more on that. Nicola, a question for you. The Ferrari Esports Series represents one of the most important virtual tournaments in the world and clearly requires a great investment of resources and effort from the Maranello company. Can you tell us why Ferrari will continue to invest heavily in the long-term growth and development of esports?
Competition are part of our DNA. Racing and competing is what sits at the very heart of Ferrari since the very formation of our company. Although the automotive and world landscape has changed considerably over the decades, one thing remains a constant: our desire to be at the very forefront of innovation and competition. Here at Ferrari, we have taken fully to heart the word of esports racing, as we believe this to be a strategic platform for our future. For this reason, we launched in 2020 our Monobron Esports series, and we plan to keep investing on it this year and in the future. Ferrari can provide a unique racing environment for our racers and fans, where our esports program can seamlessly integrate with our incredible programs and venues, like our Corse Clienti races in the most famous racetracks worldwide, or our immensely popular theme parks and simulation centers, where fans, old and young, can see and feel the passion behind everything we do here at Ferrari. Ferrari Sports Champion will enroll in our Ferrari Driver Academy racing team and defend Ferrari colors around the world. Nobody can offer something like this. We are planning other breathtaking experiences for our e-races to get more and more involved with the brand, and we are bound to invest on media and digital coverage of our tournament and to expand it in other regions beyond Europe, starting from 2022. We want to keep building a roster of the best virtual drivers in the world to bring many young people closer to our brand and our activities. And the Ferrari Esports Series, we believe, is an outstanding platform to achieve just that aim.
Well, that's great to hear, Nicola. Jane, though, a question for you, because this year there's also going to be a new contest dedicating to designers and creatives. Can you tell us a bit more about it, Jane?
Yes, I'd love to. During the first part of the season, we're kicking off a livery contest. It's an artistic competition, and we're allowing all members of the public to create their own special liveries of cars that will take part in the new championship. The selected designs will be uploaded onto a dedicated website and then approved by an internal jury, and then we'll be sharing them on all the Ferrari social platforms to allow our users to vote for their favourite designs. And then the livery with the highest vote count will be used during the official series.
Wow, fantastic stuff there, and really exciting to hear that the series continues to grow from strength to strength. And I'm sure I speak for many of us when I say that we're all very excited to see the action start out on circuit this year. I have a feeling that 2021 is going to be a fantastic season of virtual racing.
Indeed. Thank you, Nikki, and good luck to all our drivers and designers.
Well, thank you, Nicola, and thank you, Jane, for joining us.
Thanks, Nikki. I can't wait to see it all get started.
Well, it's been a long off-season, and I don't know about you, but I've really missed commentating on such thrilling virtual races together with Paul Jeffrey, my co-commentator. And I'm sure I speak for both of us when I say that we cannot wait to see how our new teams from all over Europe step up and make themselves counted this coming season. So let's get straight to the point. What are the most relevant new features for the 2021 Ferrari Esports series? Well, first of all, the format of the series has been adjusted to ensure that we can open up access to more players than ever before, which is brilliant. But also at the same time, a new kind of competition has been created to involve not only the most competitive drivers, but also the most creative designers from all over the world. In fact, this year, for the first time, a dedicated livery contest is going to take place during the qualification process. So we're very excited about getting this started, and the changes don't stop there. No, so as well as these exciting additions to the new series, we're also going to be debuting a brand new exclusive Ferrari racer this year, and it's going to be set to be made available to all users registered to the series, alongside of course the welcome return of the star of the 2020 season, the Ferrari 488 Challenge Evo. Furthermore, astonishing new prizes are going to be drawn at every round of the season to come, potentially accessible to all registered users, so make sure not to miss any of the official streaming for what we thoroughly expect to be an exceptional season of racing action, with plenty on the line for our potential new esports stars. Now, with all of that said, one thing that doesn't change from the previous tournament is the amazing prize dedicated to the winner of the 2021 Ferrari Esports series. It's the money can't buy opportunity that we talked about so much last year. It is, of course, the unique chance, the once in a lifetime opportunity to join the Ferrari Esports team. Now, the 2021 Ferrari Esports series is set to start this April and will once again utilise the fantastic platform offered by Kunos Simulazione's Assetto Corsa racing simulation. Now, the structure of the new season will share some similarities with 2020, but with a fresh and exciting new challenge. 4 different cars. Each one is dedicated to a specific qualifier and qualification race. There's the Ferrari 488 Challenge Evo, the Ferrari 599XX, the Ferrari FXXK, and the brand new Ferrari 488 GT3 Evo 2020. Now, the 488 Challenge Evo and the 488 GT3 Evo are exclusives of this competition, and they will be available only to the drivers registered to the series. So that is a really exciting change for 2021. How do I get involved? Well, the first step is to go to ferrariesportseries.gg and register your details ahead of the competition. Drivers will then be required to join at least one of the 4 hot lap qualification sessions held once a month and starting in April, with the aim to achieve a lap time within the top 24 lap times registered on the official leaderboard. At the conclusion of qualification, the fastest 24 drivers of each hot lap qualifier will get access to the subsequent qualification race, where they then need to prove their skills and try to finish within the top 12 of that particular qualification race. Each of the top 12 finishers from the 4 individual qualification races will then be granted access to the main championship series. Now, later on, the overall 48 players will be subsequently divided into 2 brackets of 24. And from there, they will try their best to reach the grand finals by scoring points in the 4 official rounds of the 2021 Ferrari Esports series. Now, the grand final, which will take place in December, is divided into 3 different races. and will host only the best competitors of the series, featuring the top 12 drivers of each bracket. And I've got to say, I cannot wait to figure out who is going to be the 2021 champion, because, well, last year they kept us guessing till the very end. So that's almost it from me. Thank you so much for sharing this exciting journey with us so far. Hopefully you agree with us that the future of Ferrari in the world of esports continues to offer plenty of exciting potential for the year ahead and beyond. Now, with 2020 in the books, don't forget that registration's open today for the new season. So how do you register to be part of the action yourself, you're probably asking? Well, that's the easy part. Head over to ferrariesportsseries.gg, click on the registration link. It's fast, it's easy, and you can find all the information needed, plus the full regulations. In the meantime, please do remember to follow Ferrari Esports on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and Twitch, where you can catch all our streaming events and other interesting and exciting content. Well, thank you so much for joining us. We're very excited to start the 2021 Ferrari Esports Series with you. It's a very exciting adventure ahead. See you soon.